D&D News, this segment's brought to you by the new D&D car security system. Now, what this is a car security system that absolutely guarantees that any punk that tries to break into your car and steal your D&D stuff is going to be permanently maimed. Now, that's a guarantee you can live by. Ooh, D&D car security systems, another great sponsor. Which unfortunately leads us to our first story. Mr. Greg Tito, he had his car broken into. And man, that really stinks. Because he happened to have a bunch of his D&D stuff, including some old dice and a bunch of D&D miniatures and whatnot. I offered it, if he needed any D&D miniatures replaced, for him to let me know and I would hook him up. Greg Tito, man, that just really stinks. He seems like a really nice dude. He does a good job with the D&D podcast and other stuff for D&D. This is just one of those things. If you're doing a bunch of public events like I have, and you're carrying around a bunch of D&D stuff, just kind of always keep in the back of your mind, hey, I'm carrying around like hundreds of dollars of D&D stuff. And now that D&D is getting more and more popular, more and more people will know that that stuff is actually worth money and worth stealing. Speaking of steal, let's talk about the Reaper Bones Set 4. Now, I've definitely backed the Reaper Bones stuff in the past. Some really interesting stuff in here. Wait a minute. Is that a cart being drawn by a pig that's filled with pumpkins? Oh my god. All right. Reaper, just take my money, okay? Just take it. I will invest in that, my friend. Holy crap. That's a thing of beauty. Oh, and speaking of even more unpainted miniatures, the new stuff from Wizkids, the Noel Zuyer's Marvelous Miniatures, and the Pathfinder Deep Cuts, new stuff is coming out. And more importantly, we're starting to see that some of this stuff is very interesting. An Umber Hulk, MSRP, $5. That's really interesting. I don't know if that's really happened before in terms of miniatures. I mean, it's just for $5. I just don't know how you can go wrong. I would really challenge anybody to be able to go find an Umber Hulk miniature for $5, painted or unpainted. I mean, frankly, unfortunately, with the models that are out there now, an unpainted one is probably actually going to go you probably more expensive than a painted one. And I don't think any like full-size large miniature is going to be, that's a pretty good deal. And of course, with places like Miniature Market, they're not going to go with MSRP, they're going to go with their own price. So right now you can actually pre-order one of the larger miniatures. For example, this Beholder that you see on your screen now, and that's going to be $4.49. Whew, I don't know if you can beat that price point. That's really goddamn nice. So I'm very much looking forward to this new release. Wizkids is actually getting a little bit better with their promotional materials and stuff. Their new press releases specifically explain that the miniatures have translucent stuff in it, which the original press release stuff did not say anything about that. I like their new press release stuff. The price point, a lot of people are upset that the price point kind of went up a little bit, but I think with the models that we're seeing, holy crap. Let me just show you another quick preview image here. They're actually selling the wagon from the original Campground pre-painted set, and they're going to be doing that set unpainted for $30. That's pretty good. Because that little wagon there, that was a nice little wagon. It had a lot of detail on it. And frankly, I was going to retouch that up anyways. But if they're going to just be releasing an unpainted one, I'll leave the pre-painted one alone, and I will definitely buy one of these. Nobody really likes this video series, but I think I have fun doing it, so that's why I continue to do it. If anybody has any news stories they want me to talk about, or you have any opinions on any of the upcoming unpainted releases or any other D&D stuff coming up, please let me know in the comments. In the meantime, this D&D news update was brought to you by Gamer Pills. Now these are These are just real great because let me tell you, if you're throwing them dice and you keep on getting the ones, you need the real energy to throw the dice correctly, so you're not gonna ring up any ones. This stuff is great. I mean, it's about 3.6 times the amount of testosterone and caffeine your body generally needs. But after you're down a couple of these, you'll feel like you're gonna be able to eat the goddamn dice, much less throw them. So, as always, everybody, protect the third dimension. Protect the third dimension. We're breaking the programming. We're going to be talking about all this stuff and, a lot of interesting stuff. What do you... Stop. Don't poke me. Don't poke me.